PT practice in Wyoming is really awesome. We have unrestricted direct access, so anybody but the federal payers can come and see us for unlimited number of visits. We have really good reimbursement, or we don't struggle with some of those nationwide reimbursement issues that are going on right now. It's just a really great place to practice as a PT.
What I love most about working at High Country Physical Therapy is the autonomy that this company gives us. We, within reason obviously, can really set kind of our course where we want to grow as a PT, and just the amount of freedom that we have as far as Con Ed courses go, and the way we treat, how we want to treat, a ton of autonomy with our schedule.
So here we see people on 45-minute schedules, and with that 45-minute schedule, that means my caseload and what I'm seeing changes every 45 minutes. So it's not a boring day. I don't see 2,000 shoulders or all the feats in the world. I see whatever walks in the clinic.
What I like most about working at Wind City PT is there's a reasonable degree of autonomy. So I really get to kind of choose my schedule and choose my patients, and they're very, very supportive of creating a niche practice, so you can really specialize in kind of anything in the outpatient realm that you want to.
What I liked about Wind City was all the therapists were kind of like a step above, and they were all striving to be a better, person and also professional. So kind of pushing each other to be better and figure out, where to go the next step in their career.
I first actually came here as a student, and I absolutely fell in love with the clients, with the clinic, and with all of my coworkers. And so when they asked me to come back, I absolutely jumped on the opportunity. I think one of the best things about working for Hands On is just the community. It feels like family.
At the Laramie Clinic, we have the women's side. Kendra and Gretchen are both pelvic PTs, and then John and I tend to be on the other side, and we see more orthopedic. I love that I get to use a barbell in the clinic, I get to use kettlebells in the clinic.
So I do women's health physical therapy, or really basically pelvic health PT. We work with kids, we work with males as well as females. So seeing everything from pregnancy to postpartum, I really have fallen in love with treating the pregnant population. I love treating them and making them feel their best while they're growing a baby human. So
Hands-on physical therapy provides a lot of opportunities for continuing education. I've only been working 3 months, and I've already been to 4 different classes. And there's also a lot of opportunities for mentorship. So they've set aside time for me to spend a day with another therapist, and also I can block out in my schedule time to work with my colleagues if I have a difficult case or want to practice specific skills.
I love this job. It's one of the best jobs I've ever had as a PT. I love that in Wyoming we get better reimbursement from insurance, so we get paid better.
So treating in Wyoming is really interesting because we're rural. So even though we're in Casper, and that's like one of the largest cities in Wyoming, and we have a lot of good city things here, we have a really diverse patient population. So we get to specialize, but at the same time, we don't get to just stay in one type of patient. We get to see everybody. We also get interesting patients that have a lot going on because there's nowhere else for them to go. So I think in bigger cities that there's really specialty clinics and that's all they do. But here we treat everything. And so that variety makes it really interesting in Wyoming.
I love Wyoming. I've been out here since 2001. I'm actually from Florida, so my dad literally packed me up and drove me out here. I didn't really have a choice, and I pretty much never left. And I've lived in various places, I've been in Cheyenne, I've been in Laramie, I've lived in Casper and Riverton. So there's hiking, there's skiing, there's biking, there's camping, there's fishing. We have some of the best outdoor climbing, especially in Lander, Wyoming, and I believe in tent sleep. So that has drawn a lot of people out here as well.
Cheyenne is perfectly positioned where you can go an hour and be in the mountains. You can go an hour in another direction and be in Denver. So whether you're a city person or a country person, there's opportunities nearby for both. So I was lucky enough to come during the summer, and Wyoming is amazing for outdoor opportunities. Here in Cheyenne, there's a bike path that I think runs 35, 40 miles around the city. And so you can really kind of get everywhere by bike. It's also great for running. And then within half an hour, you can get to Kurt Gowdy State Park for hiking, for camping, for fishing. Vita Vu is really close. And I'm really looking forward to getting out to Snowy Range in the winter for snowboarding.
Since I've moved to Casper, I've gotten very into cross-country skiing, snowshoeing. I really like to run and be outside. I've been on some camping trips, which have been really fun and unique experiences, so that kind of stuff has really drawn me out here. I really like the weather in the summer. Floating the river, camping, seeing animals, that kind of stuff is really exciting every time it happens. So
I like hiking. I love enjoying the mountains. I love being outside. In the wintertime, I ski, I snowmobile, sometimes I cross-country ski, and I've got 2 big furry dogs that love the snow. My dogs get free rein and they get to go have fun and play, and I don't have to keep them on a leash all the time, and so that's really great. So I just love being outside no matter what season. And I like that it's like a 5-minute commute to work, and there's not really traffic. If you have to wait at a traffic light for more than one signal, that's pretty wild.
So we are very outdoorsy. It's kind of, one of the reasons that draw us to move to Wyoming. So we like to do lots of hiking, camping. We both hunt and like to go out and explore different areas. So that is one of the big reasons we're here, and like the wide open spaces. So.
In the summer, we love to float the river, go to the lake, hike. In the winter, I really enjoy cross-country skiing and warming up in my hot tub afterwards. What's really great about Casper is it's very central in the state, and we have an airport, so you can really get anywhere you want to go. But what's also great about Casper Central in Wyoming is everything's like a few hour drive away. I mean, within an hour, we have rivers, we have lakes, we have mountains, and you can do anything. You can hunt, you can fish, you can hike, you can boat. There's just endless opportunities around Casper itself, which is really great.
So I'm kind of unique to Wyoming in the sense of I am not an outdoors person whatsoever. Most people in Wyoming come here because they love the great outdoors and they love hunting and fishing. That is definitely not my jam. What I really like about Wyoming though is that it's a small town feel even in the big cities.
I am an outdoor person at heart. I love that in 20 minutes I can be on my skis, on my mountain bike. Within 5 minutes I can be on trails within town. In 4 to 5 hours I can be out exploring some of the most beautiful places I have ever been. Having a family in Wyoming has been the best thing for me. I grew up in New York. I've lived in many different places in the country, and I couldn't imagine raising a family anyplace else. We have fabulous school districts, we have the outdoor experience. My kids are involved in what would be considered your classic sports, as well as things that my nieces and nephews who live elsewhere don't do. Many kids don't have the opportunity to alpine ski race, Nordic ski race, mountain bike race in other areas of the country. I feel that Wyoming offers a good quality of life with all of the same things that you can get in a bigger area, just with a lot less people.
I love living in Wyoming. I was born and raised here, so obviously a little bit biased with that. But I love the outdoors. There are 4 seasons, despite what some people may say. It just depending on the length of those seasons. Beautiful summer. Summer is my favorite time of year. If you like to enjoy some type of snow sport, those long winter months are beautiful and really what make Wyoming part of what it is. My husband and I love to backpack, we love to camp, we love to raft and float the river. He hunts as well. Wyoming's wonderful for hunting season, so it's just a really great place to do all the outdoor activities.